The Clockmaker's Secret Path. English Story Level 3. The town of Marenhall was famous for its ancient clock tower, a tall stone building that chimed with a warm golden tone every evening. Children often gathered around it to listen, believing the sound carried good luck. Among them was Aria, a curious girl who loved mechanical things and dreamed of becoming a clockmaker like her grandfather. She spent many afternoons helping him repair watches in his tiny workshop filled with ticking sounds. One rainy afternoon, Aria discovered a locked drawer hidden beneath her grandfather's workbench. Inside was an old brass key attached to a faded map showing a strange passage underneath the clock tower. Her grandfather saw the map in her hands and sighed deeply, telling her it was a path no one had used for decades. He'd explained that the tower had once been more than just a clock. It had guarded a secret mechanism designed to protect the town from dangerous storms long ago. Aria begged him to let her explore the passage, promising she would be careful. After a long pause, he agreed but insisted on joining her. Together they walked through the empty streets toward the clock tower. The rain had stopped, leaving behind the smell of wet stone and fresh earth. When they reached the tower, her grandfather opened a hidden door using a brass key. A cold draft swept out, carrying the scent of dust and rusted metal. The passageway spiraled downward, lit only by their lantern. Strange gears covered the walls, some larger than carriage wheels and others small as buttons. Aria touched one gently, marveling at how perfectly it had been crafted. Her grandfather whispered that the builders of the tower had greater knowledge than ordinary craftsmen. As they reached the bottom, they found an enormous mechanism shaped like a heart made of brass and crystal, humming softly as if sleeping. Suddenly, the lantern flickered, and the mechanism glowed with a dim light. Aria felt her own heartbeat match the rhythm of the machine. Her grandfather explained that the mechanism responded to people with listening hands, those who could feel the language of gears and springs. Aria realized that she had always sensed things through touch. Broken watches seemed to speak to her when she held them. The giant mechanism awakened fully, lighting the chamber with warm gold. The machine projected images of ancient storms, walls of wind and rain that once threatened the town. Aria reached out and turned a small dial on the mechanism, and the images faded into peace. Her grandfather nodded proudly. He told her that the town needed a new guardian to maintain the mechanism, someone young and skilled. Aria accepted with excitement, feeling the weight of the responsibility, but also the thrill of purpose. When they returned to the surface, the night sky had cleared completely, revealing bright stars above the tower. Aria looked up at them, hearing the faint ticking of the giant heart beneath her feet. From that day on, she trained even harder, not just to repair watches, but to protect the secret that kept Marenhall safe. The clock tower's chime seemed warmer than ever, as if welcoming its new guardian.